everybody. This is Matt Hawes of Comics Unlimited in Evansville, Indiana. And this here is the new collection of the Fearless Five, the complete series, 1982 to 1985. It's an evolution of an artist. And what this is about, if you've been paying attention to my Facebook post, it's 500 pages that chronicle these years, 1982, 1985, when I had created a team with my friend Tim Garrett. We created the team Fearless Five, and I drew and wrote their adventures for over 21 issues of regular series, and then there was also a special issue, and then there was also a revamped issue in 1985 towards the end. And this is the complete collection, all 500 pages. And so what you get here is, you get like an introduction to each chapter that explains about the team, and also about the characters and stuff, and about how I came to work on the book. Like I said, my friend Tim Garrett and I co-create the characters. In fact, this page here is actually the cover that I went over and I added my own, details and straightened up the art, but this was actually Tim's original cover that I embellished. And, I built, well, that's the kind of thing we did at the time, where sometimes I would embellish his art like inker embellishes a penciler's art in comic books. And that was the cover that he presented to me. And I decided to take this character was already my creation. And then there's a few creations of Tim's, and then this one was a co-creation of both of ours, because all that existed was what you see here, this drawing of this lady and her name, Lady Flame, and then I came up with everything else behind her, and developed some of the other characters that Tim had created before too. And so it is a co-creation as far as the team, and then the artwork and stuff predominantly is mine. In fact, there's just a Tim did, I think, a couple other pages, which I also embellished, that's in one of the books. And then my brother Brad helped ink the issue. And also, he embellished me on the cover, whenever he did it. And, I don't really want to call it inking, because it wasn't actually inked, but it was in pencil. Like these pages here are ones I drew when I was like 12, 13 years old. And they were originally in pencil. And then this is pencil, scans of a pencil that I did redo the lettering. So that's a computer font. In fact, if you want to know what the lettering would look more like, it's, like say on the cover there's when I reproduced these covers, I kept the original hand lettering. So the covers actually have the original hand lettering, even though I did replace, the other lettering with computer fonts. And I did straighten up the paneling, the panel borders. But otherwise, this is the artwork as it was shown back then. Different characters and such. And goes through the, like I said, years 80, 82, 83, 84, 85. This later in the series. And so it gives you an idea what the artwork looks like, for better or worse. And I should explain, on this cover, it says not for resale. That's because this is a proof. And this being a proof, this is for me to check to make sure there's any errors and such. This won't be on the available copies that are made available on Amazon, or the ones I'm going to sell. They won't have not for resale on there. And then, this, like I said, just covers the whole length of the time with the team. And as I point out, there's introductions to each chapter. Each chapter is really, each chapter represents an issue, basically. An issue of the series. And so this is the whole volume. It's all the issues I ever finished. And then there are even some stuff, some pages in here of stuff that I didn't complete, if I can get to it. I'm trying to do this with one hand holding the camera. Let's see. Like there's odds and ends pages, and it shows outtakes and stuff from the series, and I give some explanation behind some of the pages and the outtakes. And so, yeah, like I said, 500 pages, exactly 500 pages here. And I should have this available soon, and I'll post whenever it's actually up on Amazon. This is the proof copy, but I'll be getting more of these. Pretty hefty, too. And, yeah, then this cover artwork was originally drawn in 1985, the majority of it. Some of these headshots were just a little bit later, maybe 86, except for that one was 83, because it was kind of a combination of images that I used just to kind of get all the characters represented on the cover. And this little addition in here that was also from around the same period as those other drawings, but just added here as a little additional thing because that character was not around the team at this point in time. I won't want to spoil what happens, but these characters here and the hero on the back are fighting these villains here and such. This basic drawing was done on a high school folder back in 1985, and that's already was a wraparound because of that. And so I decided to go ahead and use an image from the same vintage and make it the cover for the volume, even though not all the members are on the cover, on the front cover, because there's one on the still on the back. But I thought, what the heck? I'll go ahead and do that because I wanted to still have towards the end of the era, so that would be some better work, and one I actually hand colored, which I did enhance with the computer, but it is actually still the original colors. And I did a marker on that folder back in the day. So anyway, that's what this is going to look like. I say it's black and white on the inside, but then again, it was always black and white. It never was in color on the inside. It was done on ruled school notepad paper for the most loose leaf paper, and with lines and everything. And I spent a long time cleaning up all those lines, getting rid of them, and getting rid of any smudges or artwork that bled through from the other side because of the way it was drawn with the pencils. And so here it is. If you want to see the evolution of a young artist through the years of roughly, my late in my 12th year, going on 13, all the way till I turned about 16, or did turn 16. This is a way for you to look at that. Plus, if you just want to have some kind of goofy reading from some kind of the stories from the mind of a teenager back in the 80s. Anyway, I'll let you know, like I said, when it's available on Amazon. And thanks for checking out the video. Yay!